Hey Joyce, how are you today? You good? It's good to see you. Hi Jill. How are you today? I'm good. What's up, Connie? How are you, beautiful? Are you still writing? Please tell me you are. And singing? I hope so. Hi, Barbara. How are you doing? How was your day? You good? What's up, Mary? How come you don't call me anymore, Mary? Hi, Monty. How are you? Good, good. Hi, Dean. How are you today? Good to see you. Good to see you all. What's up, Robert? How are you? How's it going? Yeah, I had a good day too. Thank you so much again. You have no idea. What's up, Niata? All my people are here. I'm glad you had a great day, Barbara. Hi, Kathy. How are you today? It's so good to see you. I had a good day. It's really hot here and I started early. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? It started early. I went for my walk super early and I had a Zoom call at 8:30, 11:30 on the East Coast. Much nicer than 8:30 because I had to get my workout in first. Yes, I know, Mary, but you can't be too busy for your friends. Mary. Hi, Barry. How are you? Hi, Amanda. What's going on, girl? How you doing? I miss somebody. Oops. I don't know what's happening. Let's see. Who did I miss? Ah, Kathy. Good. All right. I love it when you come on time. I got lots of songs for you today. They're all mine. Yes, I know it's taken forever. Oh, hi, Love Warrior. I love that. Hi, Belinda. Hey, Raymond. How you doing? Yeah, Mary, I know. I know, girl. I know. I know what it is to be busy. I ain't mad. Kara Sarkin, how are you? Coming to us all the way from India. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, yes, I'm glad. I know, everybody's busy. It's crazy. I mean, I'm busier. Hi, Kimmy. I'm busier than I normally am, which is busy. Hi, Mike Johnson. How are you today? All my regulars are here. Mary, where's Michelle? Michelle, where are you? What's up, Kimmy? You're my sunshine. Here we go. All originals today. I know I've been promising for a long, long time. I'm finally delivering. For the rain, for the rain, for the rain, for the rain. I'm so glad you're back again, Melissa's friend. I only saw the bottom part. Tell me your name again. It scrolls by kind of fast. Yes, anyway, I promised that I never would leave you. It's funny how the seasons change, and the more that I try to forget you, it's funny how things stay the same without a rhyme or reason. When I look into your eyes, I know that I've found forever. No hiding, no disguises. Reunion of souls, of mind, of space, of time, every place. I look and I see your smile, your face everywhere, constant reminder of everything I wanna be. Who feel so joyful together. It's as if we found the perfect way of being together. So tell me, how can we stay apart? Can we stay apart? I don't think so. Reunion of souls, of mind, of space, over time, every place. I look and I see your smile, your face everywhere, constant reminder of everything I wanna be, who I am and how with you I can be free. Eileen, you're amazing, girl. Thank you for sharing that with me. Hi, Michelle. I was just asking you about you. Hi, Karen. Oh my God. She just died? Really? Miss Marianne just died? Well, you know what? In her honor, I'm looking at y'all. I'm looking at you. Here's looking at you, kids. And I'm calling your name. And you know, I would, hey, what's up, Guina? You know, I would call your name and hold my mirror, but yeah, I can't play and do that. I mean, I can only do one hand, so, and I can't, well, I don't know. Anyway, but I know you're there. So I'll just call your name and you just trust me, right? It's good to see you, everyone. Here we go. Free, 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 my soul is free, free. Thank you. My soul is free, free, free. My soul is free, free. Is your soul free? What's up, Wilkie? Is your soul free? My friend Wilkie is one of the baddest musicians on the planet. He sings, he writes, he plays guitar and piano. It's good to see you. What's up, Marsha? How are you doing? Hope you had a wonderful day. Ooh, here we go, and free, 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 my soul. What's up, beautiful Alexa? Free, free, is your soul free, free? I love you too, baby, you know it. Free, my soul is free, free. I'm free, 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 free. What's up, Terry? Free and bound by love. Yes, that is what we are. We are bound to each other by love and music. Yes. And I am grateful for each and every one of you every single day. All right, so here we go. Away we go. Hi, Tracy. How are you? So I'm going to talk, not so much, maybe a little bit, but I'll tell you about, you know, some of the songs. I'll tell you stories. Some of them you don't even need to know what you'll know. You'll know. Yeah, a little bit of scandal, a little bit of heartache, a little bit of laughter, all of that, right? Life. Oh, beloved, you say to me, and I find myself becoming weak in the knees again. Oh, beloved, when you smile, the moon reflects so sweetly in your eyes. I used to dream of flying, and then one day I did spread my wings and fly away from everything I'd hidden for so many years. And now I'm free. Freedom isn't knowing the how, the why, the when. It's knowing it will happen and living the awareness of a chosen dream. And I believe. Oh, beloved, you say to me, and I find myself becoming weak in the knees again. Oh, beloved, when you smile, the moon reflects so sweetly so sweetly in your eyes, looking over my life before you. I was whole, but not completely down in my soul. I knew you with every breath. It was you. Beloved, just say to me, and I find myself becoming weak in the knees again. Weak. Oh, when you smile, the moon reflects so sweetly in your eyes, looking over my life before you. I was whole, but not completely down in my soul. I knew you with every breath. It was you, always you. Beloved, just say to me, and I find myself becoming weak, weak. Oh, beloved, when you smile, the moon reflects so sweetly in your eyes. Already I'm way off script. 2 a.m. alone again. Eyes on the ceiling. Thoughts of you run through my mind. Another sleepless night. Sleepless. Your love has got me helpless. I can't sleep at all. Ooh, you know you got me sleepless. How long will these nights continue? Sleepless without you. This is for all the insomniacs, especially you, Ghana Hilton. If I could, I'd let you come inside and never ever leave. My heart would, but my head says no. That's why you're sleepless now. Sleepless. Your love has got me helpless. I can't sleep at all. Ooh, you know you got me sleepless. How long will these nights continue? Sleepless without you. I can't wait to hold you in my arms and listen to you breathe. Call my name so loud the neighbors wake up. And then if I'm sleepless, it's for all the right reasons. Sleepless. I can't sleep at all. Ooh, you know you got me sleepless. How long will these nights continue? Sleepless without you. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Alatarun. How are you? Good to see you. Ooh, you know you've got me sleepless. How long will these nights continue? Sleepless without you. Hi, Andy. Peter, what's up? How y'all doing? Oh, I'm glad you're good. Alatarun, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you're doing well. Hey, Andy. Is Peter there with you? You guys there? It's good to see y'all. Yes, okay, I'm gonna scoot back just a tiny bit. All right. Here we are. John Foster, I miss you, my friend. It's good to see you. Mine is a lonesome road and I walk it all alone, but I'm not afraid. Your voice is everywhere, in the eyes of a newborn child, in the river that runs so wild, through this crazy heart of mine. You're my everything, every song I sing, every word I write, my all in all. I know you're by my side, you're in front of me, you are my God, and you carry me when I am feeling small. Say walk away, I would. You say stay, I'll learn my lessons good, and only time will tell. You're my everything, every song I sing, every word I write, my all in all. If I could find the words to say that I love you with, I could find the words to say that I care. I can hear your voice all around me, and I can feel your presence. It's everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. To say that I love you with, I can find the words to say that I care. I can hear your voice all around me, and I can feel your presence. It's everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. On this lonesome road that I'm walking, all alone till you say to me, he's the one to love, and I'll love until my days are done. Through the difficult and all the fun, through the laughter and all of my tears. You're my everything, every song I sing, every word I write, every dark and sleepless night, the fullness of the moon, making love at noon, driving up the coast and listening to the music that I love the most. The sacred morning rain, joy after the pain, knowing you're my everything, my all in all. Ooh, you're my all in all. Ooh, boo-doo-doo-boo-boo-doo. You are my all, you're my all in all. You are my all in all. All right. So that is called All in All, obviously. You know, I have real basic song titles. The other one is called Sleepless. First one is Beloved. Alright, this is for any of you who've ever had a crush, right? Maybe y'all haven't had crushes. I've had crushes, that's how I write my songs, right? Yes, oh, so yeah, I learned how to play different instruments when my heart is broken. Correct, right? That's how I learned to play guitar. Good heartbreak, right? I would be lying if I said I'm not in love with you, and lying if I said let's just be friends, and lying if I said I don't want to spend the night with you gone home. I need to be alone. I am a liar, 'cause I say these things to you, bound by desire, and the misery of the truth. You lead me places I didn't even know I knew. You remind me, oh, that love can make a fool of you. You send my soul to an overload of fantasy, and I just sit still, nonchalant, as if nothing you could say could move me. Truth be told, my soul is a snowball on fire, out of control, out of control. You melt me from the inside out. I am a liar, 'cause I won't say these things to you, bound by desire, and the misery of the truth. You lead me places I didn't even know I knew. You remind me, oh, that love can make a fool of you. I crossed the burning Gobi barefoot. You're on the other side, and I swim the oceans, cross the Dead Sea. But then again, you know that I lie, that I'd do anything for you, my one desire. I'll be a fool for you, but I won't be a liar. Bound by desire, you lead me places I didn't even know I knew. You remind me, oh, love can make a fool of you. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Y'all know about that. Y'all know about that. Having a crush? Ooh, me. Right, exactly. Yes. So, okay, let's see. I saw Mo Beasley joined us. So, Mo Beasley and I were living together when I wrote this song, actually. And it's funny because, you know, we were good and grown, right? But I called my mother and I was like, because we ran into each other on the street, and, you know, I needed a roommate and he needed someplace to stay, and my girl Shauna had just moved out, and so, you know, I called my mother and I'm like, yo, so listen, Mo Beasley's gonna move in. And she was, I could see her face on the phone. She's like, right? And I was like, oh shit, right? So then I get this call from my dad, right? He's like, so, your mother tells me that you're cohabitating with a man. I said, Daddy, it's Mo Beasley. He was like, oh, all right. Is he gonna pay the rent? And I was like, yeah. I said, but you know, we're not a couple or anything. He's just, and my dad was like, it's all good, right? So then 20 minutes later, phone rings again. It's my brother. Mom tells me that you're cohabit. Like, what is with this cohabitate? Right, ruh-roh. You know my mom. Come on, if you know my mom, you know what that phone call was like, right? So my mom was like, you know, she didn't talk to me. I swear, I'm not kidding. My mother did not call my house, my home, for a year. What's up, girl? What's up, Ian? What's up? Oh my God. Yolanda and Ian, oh, I love it. Anyway, yes, so my mother did not talk to me. She didn't call my house for a year. I had to call her, right? And I said, Mom, why are you not calling my house, right? And she's like, because that man might pick up. That's what she said. And then she met Mo Beasley, right? And it was like this love fest. Like she couldn't have loved him more. Like if I had been dating him, he would never have gotten that kind of love. No, just, yeah, it's my life. Anyway, I wrote this song at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I went down the hall to Mo and I was like, yo, right? I was like, yo, listen, shut up, Ian Friday. I was like, yo, Mo, I wrote this song. And he was like, girl, it's 3 a.m. What are you talking about? And I was like, no, dude, you gotta hear this shit, right? Here we go. Last night, swimming in the moonlight, I saw a merman swimming out to sea. He whispered softly, swim with me. You know you've been searching for me for all your life. I'm watching you. In the waves, and I'm here. Swim with me, and baby makes 3 soon. Don't be afraid of the water. It's not that deep. I won't let you drown unless it's in my own sadness. I'll watch you as you sleep to make sure you stay afloat. And then someday soon there'll be 3 or 4, maybe even 5. Come swim with me, he said to me. And I said, I know you're kind, and I'm not coming over there. It's not safe in the water. Besides, I'll mess my hair up. Duh. I haven't got time for you tonight. But then the sand between my toes started pulling. It's as if I was being pulled to sea. You see, I felt like I was going backwards to the tides, taking hold of me, and there he was, this merman swimming in the sea. He took my hand, and we swam among the waves, and the moonlight falling sweetly played dances on our heads. And I sang to him on a rock, as any siren would, as any siren would. You know, I sang to him. I thought the merman was in love. It's fun to play with a merman, but you never know what you might get. And most of the time, it seems that all you get is wet, drenched to the soul, and then you can't dry off. And suddenly you're old, and so is everything he says to you. You don't believe him anymore. And still, there are only 2, and 2 is not enough. There needs to be at least 3 for the divine. But I swam that sea that night with he, and loved every minute. Yes, I swam at sea. All mermen aren't alike. Maybe this one is older than 20. Maybe it could be the one for me. There's so many mermen, so many mermen in the sea. Ian Friday, talking about shipwreck. You know what? Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So, okay, maybe one or two shipwrecks, train wrecks, whatever you got. Yeah, but so that song is about my dating life in New York. No regrets. Yes, you know what? Yes, no regrets. Well, yes, once you go merman. Exactly. Girl, listen, I mean, there are many, many mermen in the sea, right? Yes. Sometimes you got to kiss a lot of frogs. And then, oh wait, I forgot what I was doing. I'm doing okay, I'm turning my guitar first. That's what I'm going to do. But, anyway. Okay, Ian Friday, why are you putting my business out in the streets, sir? What are you doing? That's okay, Ian Friday. I'm gonna play your song in a minute. Yes. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. All right. So I wrote this next song because when I get to the end of my life, I want to be like, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I'm glad I did. Rather than, oh my God, I wish I had done that. Y'all know what I mean? Like, shut up, Ian Friday. So, I'm trying to be serious here. Like, get to the end of my life. I don't want to have any regrets. If any of you have seen We're the Millers, which I think is one of the funniest movies ever. What's up, Ben Snyder? How are you? You having a good day? Anyway, so that's what this song is about. This song is about, I want to get to the end and be like, I did everything I wanted to do. Without apology, without, maybe, okay, I might apologize to some people that I might have hurt along the way. But yeah, unapologetically, right? Okay. Say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do. That's the motto, right? And as Petronila Jefferson would say, shame is for suckers. And that's suckers with an A. Okay, here we go. Trying to stay sane. One look in your eyes, I can't remember my name. I was alone in my skin. And then you jumped in. You remind me life is short and unpredictable. Moments are fleeting and sometimes simply miserable. Tell me what the hell are you scared of when in the end, the only thing is love in the end. Love's the only thing. Love's the only thing. If you're waiting for change, things stay the same. Well, things will always stay the same. But if you take a step forward, well, you can see what remains. And always remember life is short and unpredictable. Moments fleeting and sometimes simply miserable. Tell me what the hell are you scared of when in the end, the only thing is love in the end. Love's the only thing. I wanna regret the things I've done, and never the things I left unknown. Never a second will I waste, never an opportunity to taste the sweetness of this life. All of the misery and strife, through all of the challenges I'll fight for love. I'll fight for love. Saving my soul. Ooh, meant letting go. Had to let go and dream the impossible dream. And breathing in sweetly and always. Life is short, it's unpredictable, fleeting and sometimes miserable. What the hell are you scared of when in the end, the only sweetness of this life, all of the misery and strife. Through all of the challenges I'll fight for. Love is all for all. Love it conquers all. Whether big or small, love never fails. Love is all for all. Love it conquers all. Whether big or small, love never fails. What's up, Deirdre? Of course you come on right now. Hi, Lajanine. The name of the song is No Regrets. Love never fails. It's on our Soul Folk album. You know what? I'll post all the links for everybody, okay? And I got a new video coming out soon too, so. Love is hope. Love it conquers all. Whether big or small, love never fails. Love never fails. Love is hope for all. Love it conquers all. Whether big or small, love never fails. Love is hope for all. Love it conquers all. Whether big or small, love never fails. Love never fails. Love always wins. Love always wins. Of course you remember Ian Friday. Remember you were there when I was learning to play the guitar. Like, seriously, like, you know, a couple weeks. All that craziness. I talked to Bill Tolles yesterday and he was like, you know, well, because here's the thing. I have to get a microphone. You know, I'm setting up my, thank you. I'm setting up my, you're a blessing, you know that. I'm setting up my studio, so I need to get a microphone, Ian Friday. Oh my God. So, of course, I called Bill Tolles, which, you know, Bill is always the wrong person to call if you don't want to spend money, right? So he was like, you know what you need. And I was like, no, I don't. He was like, oh, yes, you do. And I was like, damn, why did I call this dude? Like, you know. And he was like, yeah, I remember the guitar. Remember when you got that and you invested in yourself? And I was like, you're right. He said, what does it start with? And I was like, N. And he was like, it starts with N, ends with N. And I was like, Neumann. You'll appreciate that, Ian Friday, because yes, anyway, you know Bill Tolles. He's like, you have to get the best. Hi, Penny. You have to get the best. You have to invest in yourself. And I'm like, yes. And then I'm going to take a long nap, you know, and cry myself to sleep and then get up the next morning and do my work. That's what I'm going to do. I'm so happy to be recording again and writing and making music and all of that. Yes, there you go. So if anybody wants to post the links for me right now, I don't know if you're out there, Raymond, if you're still doing stuff. If you go to iTunes and you pull up the Soul Folk Experience, it's all there. There's Marie Tree. I have a solo album. And then there's also Marie Tree and Nick Casarino, which is my duo album with one of my favorite guitar players in the world. Hi, Eleanor. How are you? So if you are so inclined, check it out. But I'll post it on my page. You don't have to do any work right now if you don't feel like it. Yes. Okay. All right. So, you know, this one I forgot about, just like I had forgotten about Beloved. You know, it's funny with songs like you have them for a while and then you totally forget them and then you come back to them and you go, wow, I wrote that? What was I thinking? Like, where was I? But I have a friend and I got in his car and this like just randomly came on and I was like, oh. And he was like, I love this song. And I was like, you have me on your phone, on your iPad. It makes me so verklempt. Jesus, I'm always verklempt. You know what? I've always been verklempt anyway, and now, you know, whatever will make me smile and all of that. Anyway, this is also on my solo album. I dream in color and I dreamed of you. Dream of your eyes. You smile and I love like I never knew. Oh, suddenly you walked in and suddenly I knew you were the love returned to me. I march to a different drummer and you sing my songs. Every word, every promise I ever made comes true. Oh, in your eyes, in your smile, in everything you do, you are the love returned to me. You are the love that sets me free. Are the light of my life. You shine through my days. You are the light of my life. By your side, I will always stay. I tried to walk away, I tried to be gone, but there in your eyes, in your smile always lingers another song. Ooh, to be written, to be lived in, always to be sung. You are the love returned to me. You are the love that sets me free. Are the light of my life. You shine through my days. You are the light of my life. By your side, I will always. I will always stay. You are the light of my life. You shine for days. You are the light of my life. You shine for days. Ooh. I dream in color, and I dream of you. Yes, I actually do write love songs occasionally, not always love gone wrong songs. I just want to say. So I have a question for y'all. And I know this is probably just me, right? Is there anyone out there that's ever been unsatisfied? Yeah. See what happened, right, was, oh, Deirdre, I'm going to tell a story about the cassette in just a second, and thank you. So, I was dating this guy who shall remain nameless to protect him. So he kept saying, baby, when are you gonna write me a song? And I was like, never, because I don't write songs for people that I'm involved with, especially not while I'm involved with them, because bad, just bad. Hi, Terry, just bad. So he kept on, and I was like, you keep keeping on, and what's gonna happen is some shit's gonna come out that you don't want. The name of the song is Unsatisfied. Right. I've lived here for I'd stay here forever, a prisoner of your smile and your inclement weather. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door, leave you alone if you leave me lonely. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door if you leave me unsatisfied. Unsatisfied. Right. Love is an ever-changing game. I like to take my place beside you. There's summer's cold, winter's cold, springtime's pouring rain. Wake up on New Year's and do it all again. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door, leave you alone if you leave me lonely. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door if you leave me unsatisfied and so unhappy. Oh, boy, I can stand a rainy day, but I won't face a month of Sundays with the sunlight shining on my face. Ooh, you know, I forgot the words. Dang. Here we go. You know you own my heart. Hey, Eric. My soul is soon to follow. Well, I'm done with yesterday, and I'm heading for tomorrow. But damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door, leave you all alone if you leave me lonely. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door if you leave me unsatisfied. 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 I won't be unsatisfied. Unsatisfied. Yeah, so that part. Anyway, so Deidre, I saw you still have my cassette. I love that. Hey, girl. Oh, thank you. First Soul Kitchen, man. Wow, that's a minute ago. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, so you know, back in the days, you would make a cassette and give it to the people that you love, right? So there was this boy. Okay, now we're back to Liar. That song about lying about your crush. That one. And ooh, Lord, I love this boy so much. Like, I love this boy. And he was a baseball player, and he would, you know, go out in the middle of the night. He would throw the ball against the wall, and I would sit and I would watch him, and I'd be like, this dude, man, I love him so much. And so, you know, of course, the years went on, and, you know, we were always just friends, right? Friends. And then years later, you know, he looked me up. Like, it's funny because he was like, he called me after 9/11. I was like, dude, how'd you even know I was here? He's like, oh, honey. He's like, I knew where you were. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you know, I know you went to Africa. I know you did this ballet thing. I know you did all. And I was just like. And so finally I was like, yo, I loved you, man. I thought you were everything. He was like, listen, I loved you too. But I was such a mess, and I was afraid that I was going to just damage you. And I was like, okay, I was already damaged. And yeah, you could not have been any worse, and it would have been oh so much fun. Oh, so much fun. But anyway, so later he was like, yeah, I want to see you. And he's married now. He's like, yeah, I'm going to tell my wife, and so, you can come hang out at the house. I was like, that sounds great. Cause I actually hang out with many of my friends and their wives because that's just, how I roll. Anyway, his wife was like, so what part of hell no? Do you not understand? He's like, you have had that woman's cassette since y'all were at Howard. Do you actually? And I was like, wow, right? Wow, like who knew? But anyway, so yeah, and then it was funny because I was in San Diego and I ran into him just randomly and I was like, man, listen. Okay, I'm giving out so much information, y'all. Like, I'm just all, okay, and I'm about to give out more, because okay, so if there ever was a scandal song, yeah. This is a little song about how I almost got beat up in a club. There's so many wrong things about that, right? Because I never go to a club, and so I was convinced to go to this club because, because peer pressure, and then I went, and then, anyway. But some stranger jumped in and like totally saved my life because that seems to be, what happens. Anyway. Okay. My mom was like, do you have to tell all your business? Yeah, all of it? Just all of it? And, because I was so quiet and, I would write these, other songs for so long about, oh, peace and love and stuff. I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to start just wearing it right here. Like, and if that's not enough, over here too. Because... right. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's see. What'd you say? You think you all may need relationship counseling after the show? You probably will. Yeah. Listen, so one more story and then I swear to God, I'm gonna stop. There's this club owner in DC, right? Sweet. He's just the most lovely man ever, right? I swear to God. I'd be like, so anyway, and I would see him run out the door. And I'd be like, every single time. Hey girl, thank you, Vicky. Every single time I'd be like, right? So, one night after my show, me and one of my girlfriends were, hanging out, and you said this is relationship counseling. Yes, this is what not to do, boys and girls. Don't try this shit at home. Don't do it. So anyway, so after I finished at his club, he's like, hey, I'm going to go over and, play at this other club. And I was like, okay. I was like, cool, I'm going to come. And I had my girlfriend with me. So, we went. It was cool. So we're sitting there. And I told her, I said, every time I start playing, this dude runs out, right? So he had just a little bit of alcohol, right? And he was like, every time you start playing, I see myself in your songs, and I see my life, and it's too much. Yeah, that part. I was like, sir, what? What are you even talking about? He's like, yeah, I can't be that much in touch with myself. Yeah. Right. Oh, I did. Everybody's like, wow, yeah. I did No Regrets, D. You have to go back and listen. TMI? All right, here we go. I've got secrets, but I'll tell you no lie. I'm an angel, but it's all a disguise for the world. You said you want to know me, and I'll let you inside. You said you want to keep me, and I showed you my pride for a minute. But you should know there's a battle inside. Yes, hot steaming mess. I'm a surface dweller, don't like to go below. floor. And we swam till I forgot about the show for a minute. But I'm on shaky ground and there's a battle inside. Sometimes I feel like I'm in war with myself. Sometimes I feel like I need professional help, and I can't stop this fire burning down in my soul. It's burning, it's out of control inside. Boy, you make me crazy. You made me lose my mind. I lost all sense of myself, lost all sense of space and time. You said you want to know me and I looked you inside. You said you want to keep me and I swallowed my pride for a minute. But I'm on shaky ground and there's battle inside. Sometimes I feel like I'm in one with myself. Sometimes I feel I need professional help, and I can't fight this fire burning down in my soul. It's burning and it's out of control. Sometimes I feel like I'm in one with myself. Sometimes I feel like I could use professional help, but I can't fight this fire. It's burning down in my soul. It's burning and it's out of control. Ooh, sometimes I feel like I'm a woman with myself. Sometimes I feel I need some professional help, and I can't fight this fire burning down in my soul. It's burning and it's out of control. Deep down inside, in she walked and she was on me, wearing crazy like a vintage dress. I could feel her breath upon my face, venom spewing at its best. And I whispered, yeah, I did him, so what of it? I did him in a way you could never understand. With my lips, the ones between my ears, my voice, my hands, well, he could barely stand. She said, well, is it love? I said, I ain't nobody's love song. Is it love? Only time will tell. If it's love, jump through rings of fire and turn your back on the gates of hell. In he walked and it was over. I never looked at him that way. Up until that very moment, there was nothing more to say, because she was right and I'd been living in denial. My feelings changing like the ever-changing tides, ebb and flowing fast and slow, so long, so wide, so deep inside of me. He was. She said, well, is it love? I said, I ain't nobody's love song. Is it love? Only time will tell. If it's love, you gotta jump through rings of fire and turn your back on the gates of hell. Ooh, he stole my breath, I lost my mind. He kissed my thighs, one word divine, it broke me down in ways unknown, cracked this heart of stone. So if it's love, you gotta sing somebody's love song. If it's love, only time will tell. If it's love, you gotta jump through rings of fire and turn your back on the gates of hell. Ooh. not to fuck with singers, 'cause you will end up in a song. Crazy is as crazy does, and crazy is as crazy was, and evermore shall be. So if it's love, you gotta sing somebody's love song. If it's love, only time will tell. If it's love, you gotta jump through rings of fire and turn your back on the gates of hell. If it's love, if it's love, if it's love, if it's love. Oh, one more thing. If there's a hell below, if there's a hell below, Curtis said if there's a hell below, I'm sure we're all gonna go. So yeah, no regrets, right? No regrets. All right. Oh my God, it's really 6 o'clock. I'm like halfway through and shit. Anyway, well, so what I'm thinking is that I probably need to do another night of. Thank you, Marsha. Another night of, thank you, Alexa, another night of my own songs. This is so much fun. You know, I haven't performed my originals in a while. I haven't played guitar in a while, but yeah, if y'all don't mind, I will certainly do some more. Maybe even sometime this week. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave you with this, right? I think. In my room, watching the clouds go by, and wondering why you and I are a million miles away. In my mind, I see us all the time, and wonder why the picture there isn't on anyone but mine. I miss your smile, I miss your hands in mine, I miss your loving touch, but I miss you most. If I could, I'd turn back the hands of time to any time, anywhere, when I was yours and you were mine. I miss your smile, I miss your hands in mine, I miss your loving touch, and I miss you most of all. I miss y'all, especially on the weekends. But anyway, so same back time tomorrow. We'll figure out what we're doing. We just might do the second half of tonight because I didn't get to like most of my stuff. So anyway, I miss you most of all. Good night. Shine your lights. I love y'all. Sleep well. a beautiful, beautiful, magical evening. Yes, I'll see